Hi everyone. Um, so this is gonna be my last video for the night. I hope I can get some good sleep because tonight is the last night I have to be here. And then, you know, this the lady knocked on my door earlier today and told me that they had a whole bunch of people who wanted to come and stay here, or who were trying to stay here. So, you know, so I have to leave tomorrow and back on the streets. I didn't have much luck with, you know, now it's like I'm under, let's see, wait a minute. I'm under $400 left, you know, and me getting a place that will be $300, but then I will have no food to eat, really. Well, not enough for food to eat. And then, you know, I'm taking a chance every time, you know, if I try to rent a room from somebody, the chance of being, especially from Craigslist, people being scammers and stuff. That's why I'm trying to see about what help I can get to get my own place. I mean, earlier I thought I had some hope with trying to, because the lady, I think her name is Yeshua, said my name, did a video about a couple of surveys and odd little tasks you can do online. But I lost hope and gave up very quickly because it seemed like every survey that I try to do, it's either I didn't qualify, or it seemed like it was very long-winded just for a few cents, you know, like 45 cents for like a 2-hour survey or whatever. So but the majority of the surveys, you waste your time trying to, you know, do whatever screening and then be told that you were denied or declined or didn't qualify for the majority of the surveys or whatever. So it seems like as if that's called QME, QMEE, that survey website, and the inbox dollars and stuff. It seems like I don't even know why they exist, you know, why they pay so tiny when you spend so much just time, you know. So I actually was hoping I can find something productive. I mean, it would have cost at least $1,000 a month to stay here. But yet it's considered among the cheapest of the hotels and motels, and plus self-service. But I'm looking for just my own place, my own, again, you know. Section 8 fucked me over really bad in Los Angeles and New Orleans and Greenville, South Carolina. And so, it's like I guess they wanted me to be homeless and then blame me, saying that I enjoy being homeless, which I don't, you know. And it seems like they have this YouTube channel and this website called Invisible People. Is based out of Hollywood, part of Los Angeles. Hollywood, not the industry, but Hollywood, the physical location. So, it's like as if us targeted individuals, well, we targeted individuals are seen as, we're seen by society as invisible people, even though we're not. But you know how they want us eradicated off of the face of this earth. We're ignored and marginalized and rejected by society, seen as unemployable, or not allowed to fit in with society or be normal, because we just don't fit in with the agenda, the New World Order agenda. One thing that's puzzling to me is when people want to, it's like always the scam artists get the most love and respect. Narcissistic abusers, how the hell, I just don't know how the hell they succeed at charming people or even grasp people's attention, and then people just freaking listen to them and give them the time of the day. But people like us are pretty much ignored and muted, blacklisted, considered invisible or imaginary and non-existent. They hate us so much they don't want us to exist, and try to do whatever to get rid of our existence on the face of this earth, And I heard about how this guy pretended to be homeless, and I don't remember all the story. He supposedly lied and said that he gave his last $20 to help a lady fix her car. In some kind of way, he got people to feel sorry for him, and they were more than glad to donate over $400,000 to him. Then come to find out they got arrested for the scam. So that makes legit homeless people like me look bad. I mean, I'm glad and thankful I have, SSI and Social Security. And one way is it's like a blessing and a curse at the same time. For reasons that it would take so long for me to talk about it in this video. So it's like, I don't get how for like GoFundMe and stuff like that, it's like people be more than willing to donate, like pour out hundreds of thousands of dollars or thousands of dollars to donate to somebody in their useless, vain and useless Disney trip that you just want to take. But here's somebody, I heard stories about how GoFundMe blocked certain people from, or deleted their campaign if they had somebody legit, like a family member legitimately dying of cancer, and they couldn't get, if GoFundMe blocked them of their money or whatever, the help that they needed. So then it's like they ended up having to lose a family member or something, So, I mean, it's like, I don't get how legitimate homeless people on the streets, when they panhandle, or even if they play music or busking or doing whatever, how is it that if they're homeless, how do they how it's like nobody really pays attention to you. But then people who scam and fake homeless be the ones who driving around in nice vehicles and living in the houses that the celebrities would kind of live in. Why the hell do they feel the need to take from minimum wage workers who be more than glad to give their last $20 bill or the shirt off their back? And it's like, how the hell scammers get so successful with this, but when legitimate people are struggling, and it's like backwards and reverse. I mean, or it's like the people get the most money for the stuff that you don't need. And then people who really are in need, they pretty much lose their life or nearly lose their life or have to struggle harder. You know, I saw when I was in Los Angeles living there, and I would go on Venice Beach, and at Venice Beach, they would, people hold signs saying that they need money for weed and beer, and they would get like tons of money. But if somebody said that they're stranded and need a bus ticket to get to Oregon, if they needed to get to Oregon, or if they need to get to Utah, like Salt Lake City, Utah, or something like that. If they're stranded in LA and need to get to Vegas, back home, nobody pays attention to them. Or if they're hungry and starving, and and stranded in an unfamiliar area because of a mistake, those are the ones who suffer. But people who make a parody out of it by showing up a sign and talking about how they need weed and beer, that they those are the ones who get the most success and the most help. Like that girl, her name was Janiqua Charles. She didn't ask for it, but her video went viral of her getting arrested and dancing, and my heart goes. I kudos to her. I'm glad she didn't want to sell out, and they were trying to make her get a deal, offer her, you're about to lose your job. That's her name, Janiqua Charles. I don't know why I mistakenly thought it was Carter, but people were begging for an opportunity to donate to her just over that "you about to lose your job" video. And she has a son and stuff, but I'm glad she said that she didn't want to become famous or anything like that, and she didn't really deal with social media. So it's like people were more than willing to, they said she had a drug problem, and I'm glad her family was able to be restored, and I'm glad her family wasn't money hungry either. And people like me, I'm not money hungry, but I'm just trying to survive. And even other targeted individuals suggest that I find a way to get a van to live in, a van that runs good, or an RV or something to live in, or a camper or an RV or something to live in. One of my biggest setbacks is my sleep deprivation. If it weren't for my sleep deprivation problem, it's like I feel like I don't even know if my brain can recover. That's one of the biggest hurdles right there, my sleep deprivation. It's making me more disabled. And the torture and stuff, But it seems like targeted individuals and homeless people are seen as undesirable. This part of the eugenics that, they don't want us around. We're not allowed to exist. In Greenville, South Carolina, the police told me that for us to be homeless on the streets, that we're not allowed to exist, and that we should just go and hide somewhere, like hide in the woods somewhere and out of sight. People I don't get how, because people want to complain and then, talk about how the homeless people cause rich people to lose their businesses just by existing. You know, if somebody panhandle or asks for help, I mean, you sitting there eating that $89 steak in front of my face and I have nothing. I don't necessarily have to have your steak, but you know, what harm would it be if you're rich enough to afford that $89 steak? You know, what harm would it be just for me to go to Cactus Cantina and just have $4 beans and rice and what free tortilla chips on the side? You know, but that, I mean, they think we're not even worthy or deserving of one penny unless you had a damn dog. And people will care more for your dog than they care for you. You know, I can't have a dog, and I don't like dogs. I like cats. But, you know, even if I had a cat, you know how humans love to worship dogs. They idolize dogs. I mean, they elevate dogs above themselves and any other animal or human. Humans are not animals. We are made in God's image, you know. Don't listen to Queen Akasha from Queen of the Dam saying humans are animals. I'm just playing, but really, it's like, and then George Floyd, I said again, you know, over $5 million donated, and if over $5 million donated, and a man, they keep saying that he's a clone and that he's still alive, that he's not dead, that some of the mainstream news admitted that there are empty caskets, you know, for so many different funerals in so many different cities and states. And I got called disrespectful for asking how many funerals is he gonna have, you know. And then people try to make like, well, he has a right to have as many funerals as he wants to, you know. So him being a Freemason is the reason why he's seen as like so special right now, you know. Because if he wasn't a Mason or if he was targeted like me, there would be no protest for the death of Candy Grand Prix. If I was, and it's like that man who follows me around, it's like he want me to be a victim of police brutality so bad, telling me the police got me under surveillance. I've been harassed by the police. You know, the police come out every time he calls. And, you know, I'm just, that's why I feel like I don't know where's the best place to move or where I want to go, but I feel sad. Like, I'm trying to fight to stay here in Pensacola. I can't go back home to New Orleans. I don't like cold weather. And so, I'm going to have to end this video right here because my time, the storage space is running out. So, thanks for watching, and I'll see y'all later. Bye.